I'm gonna try again with that because I'll keep that one though. I'll definitely keep that video, but I'm just gonna record a bunch of shit today to see what I come up with. The lighting looks kind of nice in here. I definitely like the lighting in here today, but it's not gonna last. So around the time 6 o'clock hits, it's already dark, and I actually don't mind that. I actually like the dark coming early. I don't know what it is about that, but I like it kind of colder out and the dark. It gets dark out a little earlier. I just don't like summer. Oh, I can't stand summer temperatures. See, I can do so much more during the winter. When summer hits, I live in Vegas, by the way. When summer hits, all bets are off, man. Unless I have to go out and do stuff, I tend to really stay in a lot. And it's really, really hot out. I mean, we're talking like 115. That's regular. A lot of people say that Phoenix is the hottest city in the United States. And I'm like, the reason I think Las Vegas is hotter, it doesn't mean that I'm right or wrong. It's just the reason I think this is because we don't get any rain out here. We see literally no rain all year. And when we do get rain, it's like the Super Bowl. People are outside watching it. It's that interesting because you don't get a lot of rain out here. But yeah, that's what is it is nice that we're getting a little bit of rain right now, where we usually don't, and I think that's very needed. It is very needed. But yeah, I guess I'm just like, wow. I just like went through the craziest adventure watching YouTube. And then I'm like, okay, I know it sounds really funny, but it is. It is funny. But I can't believe like how it's like I'm still that naive. It's like I watch the stuff that I watch, like XKCD Hat Guy is probably one of my favorite things that I watch. So I'll watch him, then I'll go and I'll look for music to pull up and, watch just really different stuff. Like I'll watch, listen to a lot of different pieces of music, a lot of the underground stuff, and a lot of internet mysteries, as I always say. So I really like good mysteries. I like really... but things that are real, like urban exploration and things like that. So I kind of stay in that side, and I don't really watch anything else. And you can watch stuff like that, and that's all you watch. Then you get into the gateway of something, and it opens up a door, And God bless this guy. I really like him, His name is Johnny Gilbert. I'm not real familiar with that culture and that, there's a lot. See, I don't know. There's a lot of learning I got to do on that end. But he seems like a really likable channel, and I really like him and stuff, and I think he's cool. And you can watch it, and yeah, he covers some of those internet mysteries. So that's what kind of that's how that showed up on my dashboard. So I start watching some of this stuff, and I'm like, it's different. It's a different brand, and it opened up a gateway to other YouTubers that I had never heard of. I don't know any of these names. I've never heard of any of these people. I know very few things because I kind of stay in the. I'm telling you, you can really think you're different. I swear to God, you can think you're a different person, and you're not. You're not, dude. You're not. It's you're not that different. It's like I think I'm different all the time. And it's like I see this stuff and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm actually different because I'm not different. I'm not like everybody else still, no matter what. And all these different people that he was talking about were like pretty, well, yeah, it reminds you why you like yourself, why you don't want to be some of these people. But I mean, yeah, I never heard of any of it. I don't know. I don't want to start dropping names because I don't talk bad about people. That's not what I do in here. So, but, yeah, some of that is, wow, okay, yeah, okay, there's some pretty interesting, different out there, but yeah, it's like I thought I was the most different person. And it's like, I'm different because I'm not like that. And so I'm still different. If that makes any sense. And if I'm not making any sense, you go ahead and let me know, because I'm confused. Okay, all I watch is XKCD Hat Guy. Urban Exploration. I watch a lot of private label, or listen to a lot of private label music. You know, like Harkari Diat, channels like that. So I'm into different stuff. Like, I like really artistic, real human stuff. And it's like, oh, you've never heard of all the... No, I never did. Like, what's this guy's name? Forgive me. You're gonna probably want to kill me, but I really actually have never heard of this person. Mr. Beast, yeah, I think that's his name. That kind of thing. I don't engage in that. So when I watch YouTube, I stay in my lane, and I've never heard of that. So, you know, once I've transgressed to this side and I've gotten a taste for it, it's like, oh, okay, that's the stuff that people are talking about, the mysteries. And there's a lot of mysteries around that too, surprisingly. If you all run, yeah, no, I'm naive. I'm a naive person. I don't spend a lot of my time with that kind of stuff. So that's, you know, and that's a decision that I think I'm going to stick to, for sure. But no, Johnny Gilbert's pretty cool. I like him. You know, he's sort of like, he covers these things, and I didn't know about them until I watched his channel. And then you're blown away by the kind of different names and people that you're like, oh, these people really exist? Oh no, I'm seriously surprised. I've never heard of such people. I don't know anything about any of this, and I'm so naive. I never really got on YouTube until, like, I started watching Urban Exploration in 2019. So my favorite is, I really liked Exploring with Josh, stuff like that. I was into a lot of that kind of stuff. So, you know, I mean, it's like, why am I talking about what I watch on YouTube? It's interesting because you learn a lot on YouTube. YouTube's a platform where you can choose what you want to watch. The decisions aren't being made for you. It's like you're choosing what you want to watch. And I think that's interesting because I get a lot of education on there, strangely. I do. Sometimes there's things you learn that you don't want to know, but you're glad you know it. And I think that's important. So, but also what you take with you and how you integrate it when you go out. It's like, okay, these are people I don't want to be like. You know, I watch people when I do watch stuff on the internet, I watch things that I'm inspired, that inspire me. These are, you know, most YouTubers that I do watch are people that really inspire me in some form or another. And this stuff, it's like, you've never heard of that? No? Absolutely not, yeah. I don't know anything about them. I've heard of them as of within the last 3 days. I learned about these people. There's a bunch of them. Like, let me see if I can name some of them, because I actually am really bad at this. But no, I'm staying in my lane, and that's all the more reason to do so. But it's also good to kind of stick your neck out and look and learn a little bit more about other things too, because, you know, I could be doing some of that stuff and I don't know it. You know, but I really like Johnny Gilbert channel is pretty fun. I like it. You know, I definitely enjoy what I'm seeing there. It's real. It is very different for me too. It has that kind of you know, it's childlike. It has that kind of feel to it, which I've never. Again, that's new too. But he still covers, like, he'll still get into some things where the lanes kind of change a bit. I like that. I think that's a pretty interesting decision to make that and have like a more of a range on your channel. And I'm not look at my channel. Did you ever see my channel? My channel's about as random as it gets. Seriously, it is. Like, it's just a bunch of stuff that I go out and do, and you don't see me in it. Sometimes it's my brother and my sister. And it's an everything channel. It's like, I want it that way. It's collective, it's real. You know, I'm not trying to impress anybody. But one of the few things that I did do is I talked about how Cabaret Voltaire changed me as a listener, and it changed me as a person. That is my favorite. If you want to call it a band, I'd say you're more of a group, but that inspires me. Those are people like Stephen Mallender and Richard Kirk. That's my early adulthood. That's my that's the kind of music that changed me. I like a lot of things, but I grew up around different stuff. I mean, Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins were like my starter pack when I was about 3 and 4 years old. So you can imagine what kind of stuff I'm into now, you know. Yeah, it's like, Brian Ferry, anything from that, Talking Heads. I like the unknown. I find that to be more intriguing than the mainstream. You know, mainstream music is only going to go as far as it goes, and it doesn't do anything more than that. And I think it's important to me to, expand. It's like I want to listen to music, but I want to keep moving and find different stuff. I get more out of that for myself. As I'm an artist and I do a lot of art, storyboarding and such. But I need that kind of music that's going to stimulate my mind more. Nothing wrong with mainstream. Mainstream music is not a bad thing. It's just, it only goes as far as it can. As far as creativity, as far as authenticity, I think you lose a lot of that, only for the sake of making the impression of selling more albums. And you can start there and still manifest and become better, different, more unique. Or you stay there and you become better through that platform and become more well-known. That's all decision. I mean, I like different. Different is really cool to me. And if anything that hasn't changed, being, into different music, that's one thing about me that I'm very, very serious about. I get a lot out of that. And never going to change. So yeah, I learn stuff every day. Sometimes I may not articulate it very well. And if I say something that didn't go over very well, you just go ahead and let me know. Just go ahead and let me know. Because I'm learning stuff every day. Every single day I learn something. If I didn't learn something, then I didn't do anything that day. So I'm going to leave it at that.